When you think of the most dangerous animal on Earth, your mind might jump to lions, sharks, or venomous snakes. These creatures have long captured our imaginations, featured in documentaries, legends, and nightmares alike. But hidden beneath the surface of slow-moving rivers and muddy lakes lurks a far more unexpected threat: the hippopotamus. With its barrel-shaped body, wide snout, and seemingly sleepy demeanor, the hippo doesn't immediately scream, "danger." Yet, behind its unassuming appearance lies one of the most powerful and temperamental animals to walk the earth. The hippopotamus, or Hippopotamus amphibius, is native to the rivers and lakes of sub-Saharan Africa. It's an herbivore, spending much of its day submerged in water to stay cool, only venturing out at dusk to graze. This daily routine gives the impression of a calm, gentle giant. But to the people who share their environment with these animals, hippos are anything but peaceful. Adult hippos can weigh up to 3,200 kilograms and have jaws capable of opening 150 degrees wide. Their bite can exert a pressure of over 1,800 pounds per square inch, strong enough to snap a canoe in half or crush a human skull. It's interesting how nature often contradicts itself. The elephant, despite its size, is largely docile. The cheetah, although fast and sleek, is relatively shy. But the hippo is an anomaly. Neither predator nor prey, yet incredibly dangerous. Historically, humans have feared creatures with claws, fangs, and venom. But perhaps what's even more frightening is a creature that doesn't hunt us, doesn't stalk us, yet is still responsible for more deaths than many carnivores combined. In Africa, the numbers speak for themselves. Each year, hippos are believed to be responsible for roughly 500 human deaths, more than lions, leopards, elephants, and rhinos. The stories that emerge from villages along the rivers paint a picture of raw power and unexpected fury. There are tales of fishermen whose boats were overturned in a sudden rush from below, of tourists whose vehicles were charged without warning, and of locals who stumbled too close to a hidden hippo in tall grass. Take the story from Niger, where a hippo flipped a canoe, leading to the tragic deaths of 13 people, or the Kenyan tourist who captured a photo of a hippo moments before being attacked and fatally injured. These aren't isolated incidents. They're part of a wider, well-documented pattern. It's not uncommon to hear park rangers and wildlife experts speak with more caution about hippos than even the notorious crocodiles that share the same waters. There's a kind of poetry in how the hippo behaves. It doesn't want to chase or hunt. It doesn't need to assert dominance like a lion. Instead, it protects. Fiercely, relentlessly. Its aggression is territorial. Its rage reserved for those it perceives as invaders. In water, where it feels most at home, it rules with an iron will. Anything unfamiliar, a boat, a human, a curious camera, may be perceived as a threat. And yet, on land, the hippo reveals another side. Far from sluggish, it can run at speeds reaching 30 kilometers per hour. Imagine that, a 3-ton creature moving faster than the average human sprinter. It's this unexpected speed, combined with brute strength, that makes escape nearly impossible once a hippo decides to charge. In some ways, their behavior reflects a contradiction that exists in many creatures, and perhaps even in ourselves, the desire for peace but the capacity for violence. Hippos don't wake up looking for a fight. But if disturbed, if cornered, if their young are nearby, they can transform into unstoppable forces of nature.
Yeah, better. Come get.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my
I know.
Oh my God! Oh shit! Oh my God!
Tourists, unaware of this duality, often fall into a trap of perception. To the untrained eye, a yawning hippo is sleepy, maybe even cute. In reality, that open mouth is a warning, a territorial display meant to intimidate, to push back. Many safari guides will tell you that they fear the hippo more than any big cat. At least with lions, there are signs, growls, stalking movements, eyes that follow your every step. With a hippo, the attack is often silent, sudden, and total. Some attacks come not from hostility, but from surprise. Hippos are easily startled and have poor eyesight. A tourist approaching for a better photo, a canoe drifting too close, or even a splash in the water might be all it takes. And once the attack begins, there's rarely time to react. Their temperament is further complicated by their social structure. Hippos live in pods, led by dominant males who are constantly asserting control. During mating season, tensions flare and aggression increases. Mothers are fiercely protective of their calves and will charge anything they deem suspicious. Even crocodiles, known for their fearlessness, have learned to avoid provoking a mother hippo. Beyond Africa, the image of the hippo has entered global culture as a silly, even lovable animal. They're characters in cartoons, toys, and nurseries. But the reality is more complex and more dangerous. This disconnect between image and reality is part of what makes them so deadly. We underestimate them. In one particularly strange and tragic example, a wealthy drug lord in Colombia famously imported hippos to his private zoo. Decades later, their descendants now roam wild, posing a growing risk to the environment and to people. Despite being thousands of miles from their native habitat, their aggression remains unchanged. Ultimately, the hippopotamus is not evil. It's not monstrous. It's an animal that demands respect, one whose survival instincts are finely tuned to a life of vigilance and defense. The rivers it inhabits are its home, and it will protect that home with unmatched ferocity. So the next time you see footage of a hippo in the wild, or perhaps even witness one for yourself, remember, beneath the surface of that slow-moving giant lies one of nature's most fearsome warriors. And it's not the teeth or the size or even the speed that makes it dangerous. It's the unpredictability, the sheer force of a creature that feels no need to warn before it acts. That, perhaps more than anything, is what makes the hippopotamus the most dangerous animal in the world.